What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Chicken Bone Alley right here on Ultra Broadcasting. What is going on, guys? I am David with my esteemed co-host here, Racing Jason.
Going on, man?
Oh, another day in paradise. Another Monday, another wet day actually around here.
I drove through. I thought Swainsboro was bad. Oh, it was daytime today. God, I ran through a monsoon.
Dude, I was up there at your favorite place last Wednesday. Close to you up there.
Yeah, the hole.
Dude, in my service truck, my work truck, it's a F600 4-wheel drive. So it's way up off the ground. I was having to go through water up to my doors almost.
Yeah. We've had some, bro.
You talk about a mud hole over there. Oh, my God. That place was nasty. It was something else. So we didn't have a show last week. So what you been up to, man? You been working hard, having fun? I mean,
yeah, man.
You not been going back to any tracks and driving home in monsoons or nothing or anything like that?
No, not since Swainsboro, but I'm going to two. I doing the double this weekend, man. I'm going to Clash at Carolina Friday and Clash at Cherokee Saturday. Come on.
Clashing it up this week.
Yeah, yes, sir. Let's go, baby.
Ought to be a good show there. Both of those.
I'll see you there, right?
No, because I'm probably gonna be at Florence Motor Speedway come this Saturday.
Right. You got it ready?
Well, it's mostly ready, but I don't know that I'm going to be racing. I'm going to help our Profab factory team. It could happen, but I'm not. I ain't been around to finish it up and nothing. But I do have to say, our boy Andrew Garris with Profab headers and exhausts coming in clutch for me. I needed a piece of pipe done a certain way and everything, and I didn't want to go all it because I got a awesome Profab exhaust system on the truck now. Looks great. We just doing the exit, basically the tailpipe on it, and I needed a piece, and I was trying to just get something local. And as soon as I put it on Facebook asking who could do something to a certain thing, he calls me and he's like, "Well, what do you need?" I told him what I needed. He's like, "Oh, I'll send you one."
Man, I can't even get a doggone hat or t-shirt. You get doggone exhaust heads. Come on, bro.
So coming in clutch for me. I appreciate it. Got it in Friday, actually, and have not been able to work. Dude, let me tell you what I did over the weekend.
Talk to me.
Nothing fun. My driveway, I don't know, 100 foot long or so, I think it is.
Your driveway is?
Oh, yes. It's out there. Maybe probably longer than that. 100 feet.
Man,
maybe. I don't know.
A football field? Damn.
Not yards, feet.
Oh, okay, feet. Okay, my bad.
Not yards. Not yards. It's
that's still
probably a good 50, 60 yards. The area I cut tree limbs because it's got the driveway is lined with trees, and I mean pine trees, oak trees, all kind of trees. And so I got a lift from work, a towable lift, brought home, and I cut tree limbs 50 foot high all day, from 8 to 5, all day long. Saturday, yeah. It was
They'll be too hot for that right now, Dave.
No, it's good. It's good.
What?
It's good.
You do that in October, man.
It wasn't bad. I just need to get it done.
All right.
Well, this is my thing. Everybody knows I work at United Rentals. Mm-hmm. Y'all be surprised. Yeah, there's tons of boom lifts around there. But actually, we don't keep very many of the ones that you can just pull behind a truck.
Yeah.
And so we had 2 at the shop, actually, which is very uncommon. So I was just like, I'm gonna take one of them. Let me rent one. And so so I rented one and brought it home. And yeah. Got some limbs worked and got them down. Still got to and I think Landon was home today or this afternoon after he got out of school. We got to just pull them around to way in the backyard and big burn pile back there.
There you go, bonfire. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
Let's
that's
go.
what I did. Then church yesterday morning. I do have to say, anybody on here don't know, or I talked about it on here a little bit. I was leading the music. Everybody knows over at Cypress Grove Hartsville campus. I hadn't been on here since we changed up. Things happened. Pastor ended up taking a job in Alabama. Blah blah blah. A bunch of things happened. So they actually ended up closing the Hartsville campus. But it worked out pretty well for me anyway. I mean, regardless of it all happened. I am actually, and nobody was doing it. This is just a new thing we made over at our Effingham campus, new church. I am over all the children's music now. So me and my wife Kayla do all the children's music now. So doing live music instead of just some YouTube stuff. Doing actually, playing guitar and all the live stuff. So fun stuff. So that's what I did all Sunday.
Well, good for you, Dave.
What about you? How was your weekend?
Oh, my car to leave the yard. Just told how to go to work this morning, man. My car to leave the yard. I got to work from Friday till this morning. So what does that
I don't blame you. That's an amazing weekend.
Yeah. North south, man. North south. I'm gonna tell you, north south. That's all I can tell you. That was absolutely. Did you watch it?
I did not get to watch it, but I watched all like the highlights and stuff from it and stuff like that. That was a good race. Good race. No, it didn't. It didn't. Mm-hmm. I know it didn't. And I wanted to go back and watch it. I just haven't had time to. I'm still probably going to go back and watch it.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So I can tell you.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll definitely get into it here in a little while. Want to go ahead and let everybody know we got. Oh yeah, Josh Rice put it on them for sure. We had his brother on here a few years back, James.
James,
Rice,
really?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
He ran. Earl Ramey hooked us up with it because he was running some Earl's Motors for a while. Him and Josh both were running a little bit of Earl's Motors for a little while.
Did not know that.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So
is James still running a little bit of great stuff? Do you know?
I don't know, honestly.
I don't know. I haven't heard his name in a long time. I don't know.
I haven't either. So, but let everybody know real quick. 7 o'clock here coming up real soon. Here in about 5-6 minutes. We got something a little new here, a little different on here. And I said when we started this show years ago, and we did go to some go-kart tracks, stuff like that. We're actually going to have a go-kart driver on here. One that swept up this weekend. Everybody knows, at least around this area, Mr. Chase Williams.
Cha-ching!
Yes. And he's done it all year long, though. But Chase Williamson is going to join us here at 7 o'clock. And at 7:30, it's been way too long since we've had him on. Derek McGrew Jr. is coming on, hang out with us for a while, and all that good stuff. What happened?
I just got a text. Can you tell the people out there how to get on Ultra Broadcasting? Kurt Lowry just asked me how we get on Ultra Broadcasting.
Ultra Broadcasting. Just go to ultrabroadcasting.com. And you can get on there, and I believe we're still set up as a free show. I think we are on Ultra Broadcasting, but you can watch on Facebook or on YouTube as well.
There you go. All right, there you go.
Yeah, but go check out all the stuff on Ultra Broadcasting, all the racing coming up, and all the podcasts and shows on there. There's quite a few different ones. We're just one of the lucky ones that gets to be on there. You know. But yeah, Chase Williamson coming on here in just a few minutes. He will. He's going to tell us all about the Big O from over here at Paradise Raceway.
Paradise, baby, let's go.
That's that he swept up $22,000 on the weekend. Insane, in my opinion, for a go-kart race. It's awesome.
I said, bruh, one class you paid 10 grand, right?
Yeah, the Big O tribute paid 10 grand.
We don't get that. We don't get that in class. Come on, bro. We don't get that in super late model racing.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you, money in go-karts. Money in go-kart racing. Big money in go-kart racing right now.
Makes me feel ashamed, bro.
And we'll get to
What
talk
are we
to you a little
doing?
bit about completely different promoter and stuff, but Florence Cartway is actually opening back up here in a few months. Oh, they were out there doing a bunch of work over the weekend.
Who's running it?
Terry Odom is running it.
He ran before, didn't he?
He ran MoDOT before, actually.
MoDOT.
Years ago.
That's right. Okay. Wow.
So he will. Well, we'll get to talk to him about that and see if that's something on his radar there. To get back to. I helped run Florence Cartway for a little while.
Did you?
I did.
Wow. Didn't know that, Dave.
I did.
I think it'll run on Sundays like they used to.
No. Nah. That'll be a Friday or Saturday. Probably a Saturday thing on the opposite weekends from big track running. So it'll work out great.
Gotcha.
Work out great. Yep, got that. Derek McGrew Jr., like I said, coming on here a little later. He is coming off another win. He's been putting it on them this year.
I think that's 8. Is that right? Is that 8?
That sounds about right. I think so. Senior's on here commenting. Is that about right, Senior? 8. And what's bad, Senior, there was a couple, I think, that Senior wasn't even there for. He was off other places.
Bruh.
It's a guy. So they just leave you out there and dang. Something else. But there was a lot of racing this weekend. We had the Cars Tour racing, the throwback that got done late as I don't know what because of rain. Carson Quapple won him another race at Iowa. And then we had Ty Gibbs win a race at Iowa. Jason called me crazy earlier in the year for picking Ty Gibbs to win a race.
What happened to our pool?
Well, it just, I don't know. We were off a couple weeks, and then Connor wasn't here, and we kind of, it fell off. We gotta get straight. But I will say, and everybody who wants to get in on it, let me know. Fantasy football. Completely different racing. Yahoo has got college fantasy football back up there.
Oh.
They had it years ago, and now they got it back.
Oh, well, I can't. I don't do that. I got kicked out of a NFL football fantasy league before. I got kicked out.
Why'd you get kicked out? You said why you got kicked out one time.
Yeah, too much work, man. They've been substitute players and rest is no. I was putting over 30 hours. I was like, man, this is a job. So I said,
don't make it that much of a job. I'm like on Thursday is yeah, I'm done. 5 minutes, I'm done.
5 minutes? Wow. Okay.
Pretty much.
How did you do it the 5 minutes, Dave?
I actually I don't think I did great last year. But a couple years ago, I think I finished like second in it and stuff like that. So
I was like third or fourth out of 10 guys, and I was like, man, this is getting ridiculous. This is taking up way too much of my time. I said, nah, I'm good. So Well, if you don't want to play right, then we'll just kick you out. Well, do what you gotta do, bro. And they kick me out. Okay, all right, fine. Take my ball and go home.
That's right. That's
Like the
right.
flag man at Kennendale Speedway last weekend. Did you
Hey,
hear about that? Did you hear
yes,
about that?
I saw it.
Oh,
Um,
yes.
he then I saw he's been on like a couple different podcasts and
Oh, for real? No, you gotta enlighten me on this now. I did not know this, Dave. You gotta enlighten me on this now. What did he say?
he was just like, he was just like, basically the promoter, he black flagged him and then he gets on the radio and the promoter's like, well, he's like, I'm not going back green till this guy's off the track. And promoter's like, who is this even talking? He's like, this is the flag man. Well, it sounds like if you're not going to let him race, maybe you need to get out the flag stand. And he said, okay. So,
Oh wow, that is unfreaking real. I'm telling you, that is unreal. Put his chair in his bag, threw it off the flag stand.
threw it off flag stand and took off.
Grabbed his flags.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I can't really blame him. I mean, who run? Okay, okay. Who runs the show there? Is it the promoter or is it the flag man?
Exactly. Exactly. You know, don't be like that Lincoln Speedway up there in Pennsylvania where you got that virtual flagman, you know, the screen, you know. I don't like that at all.
I don't like it, but it's not what it's coming to. But anyway, what it is coming to here, and I think he's muted down there for some reason. But anyway, let's see. There he goes. What it is coming to here is the man who got it done at the Big O this past weekend, but he's been getting it done for years. And I'm gonna date myself just a little bit, just a little bit. About 25 years ago now, I was racing against his dad down here. I don't know where we were racing, Conway, Ainer. Well, just back when Florence had the fairgrounds over at Hogeye over at Lake City. And his dad was whooping everybody's tail. And his mom on that for that as much too. But he's carrying on the family tradition, Mr. Chase Williamson. What's up, man?
How about it? Thank you for letting me be on the show.
Oh yeah, appreciate you coming on, man. Appreciate you. Man, well, it's been over years, and this ain't nothing new for you to be winning, but obviously big win this past weekend in the Big O at Paradise. Man, congratulations first off. But man, what is it that has just been your key to success? Because obviously, and I mean obviously, you are with a great team now that has had many wins in their past. But dude, you've been on different carts, different teams. Don't matter where you go, you winning, man.
Yeah, I've just been blessed. My mom and dad, I mean, they just grew me up, and I can't be so thankful for them for helping me learn how to drive, and particularly my racecraft or whatever. That's really helped me out a lot. But also on the other side, I've been on the best equipment too. So I mean, when the equipment's right, it makes my job a lot easier behind the wheel, and I'm just very blessed to be where I'm at.
I hear you there, man. All right, well, we won't want to keep you too long tonight because I know you got other shows to go do, man. He's a popular man of the night, so that's awesome. So let's go into the weekend, man. Tell us a little bit about what is a we don't talk as much about go-kart racing on here anymore. We talk more about our local, our car tracks and stuff, and dirt tracks and asphalt tracks and all this other stuff. Big O weekend. What does it look like for you out there? When are y'all going? When are you loading up? When y'all going over there? When are you getting on the track?
Yeah, so normally it's a 2-day show. It's always a 2-day show, Friday and Saturday. Fridays normally like they have a big overhead valve race everybody's trying to win. It's the G-Man race. Everybody that one race, but the big main event race is on Saturday. The Big O, and they also have another crown jewel race called Pro Limited. A normal day, getting ready for that is obviously you got to have 3 carts to run all 3, so it's a lot of work during the week. And it used to be they made you bring your tires from home, but now they're making you buy them at the track. So there's not as much work on the tires at home as what there normally is during a normal go-kart racing event because you get them at the track. But I mean, I race for a guy named Matt Connell. He has all the stuff prepared right. Whenever I get there, all I have to do is show up with my helmet bag and sit in the seat when he tells me to go. So, I mean, I'm just very blessed to have that, and that's a lot of work during the week. So I got time on my hands to go do what I want to do during the week as he's busting his tail, making the cart fast and getting it prepared. But that's kind of how it is.
Hey man, that's awesome. All right, so tell us a little about your weekend there. How did it start off? I know you get some practice and qualifying, all that good stuff. How did it start off? Did you feel like you had a good piece, obviously rolling into it? I know every time you go to track, you feel like you got a good piece, but did you feel like you had go-karts that were worthy of winning pretty much everything?
Yeah, I did. I actually told him, I said, I want to be the first one to win all 3. But, I mean, when I got the best man working on it, I know I always have a chance. I know we unload us, and there's about 2 or 3 others are the ones you have to outrun. Weekend started off good. The overhead valve race, we had practice. It ended up raining right after practice. And our practice session went really good. So it didn't rain. The track changed. It flipped the loop in it. And then we sat on the pole in it. No, sorry, we qualified 4th in it. We got to re-qualify. And we went out there and sat on the pole by like 2/10. So, but they locked the top 2 in. So then that made me start in 3rd. Well, I had a good cart in that race, a really good cart. I drove to the lead by like 4 or 5, and I just had an awesome cart. Matt had it dialed in. It was stuck to the track like glue, and I could just put the power down that most people couldn't put the power down. And I won by like 3 seconds, I think. And then later that night, I won the Pro Clone race by like 2 seconds. I started on the pole and led every lap. Then Saturday rolled around, and I knew we were going to have a great cart because the track actually got a little slicker after the rain, and then we're normally a little bit better when the track is like really gripped up, and that's how it was for Saturday. The track was in amazing shape. It's probably the best I'd ever seen it. We qualified 4th overall in the Big O race. We qualified 1st in Pro Limited. Then we got to do the requalify for the Big O race. Then I went to 2nd. But as I said, they locked the top 2 in again, so then it put me starting 3rd. But the Pro Limited race, I led all 20 laps. I was just kind of just riding out front. I didn't really feel no pressure behind me. And I told Matt before I went out, because the track is really hot. I mean, you slide your tires one time and your tires are just killed. They're done for. Yeah. I said, man, I really think we need to save our tires. He said, I couldn't agree more. And I was just riding around, and my car was just so fast that I could ride around, save my tires, and they still couldn't beat me. I never had to push it, abuse my tires one time at all. And I knew after that race, I said, I got a really good shot at winning the main event race. Went out there for that last race, and I wasn't nervous, but I was like, I've got 2 out of the 3 done. It's all up to me now to finish it off. And once again, my cart was on point. I run 2nd the first stage, and I was just a little bit tight behind Colin. Colin had a good cart too, and I just really, when I would try to push it to get up under, my fronts would slide across the track, and I was really battling that. Then the second stage come around, and my car it flipped the light switch. Colin got a good jump on the start. He got out there about 10, 15 car lengths, and I had to go chase the rabbit down. And I told myself when he got out there, I said, I got to go get him. Like, I can't give up now. I've come this far. I'm right where I need to be at to win this race. And my car was just awesome. Matt had it dialed in. I run him down, and on the last lap, I seen him drive in 3 and 4 a little hard and get really loose. And I just cracked the throttle one time to set the nose in the center, and I just throttled up. And I said, if I don't make this corner, I'm going to wreck trying to win. And I said, well, I'd rather wreck trying to win. I'd rather wreck trying to win than not try at all.
That's right.
And I just held it on the outside, and it just stuck like glue. And I don't really know how I won. It's just I was teeter-tottering up on the lip up there. and I really thought he was going to run me in the wall. And I said, "Oh my God, this right here is about to hurt. I made a bad move." And he gave me a lane, and we were like kind of beating and banging coming to the line. And I didn't even know I won. We kept beating and banging. What ended up shooting me off the track over there. Then I just heard everybody cheering, and they were like pointing at me and cheering, and that's how I knew I won. And then it was just celebration of joy. Like that was the only race I had left to win, and
Wow.
it was just awesome.
11 thousandths of a second margin of victory. 11 thousand. That's close. That is close.
Crazy. Something you couldn't even dream about, honestly. I mean, I couldn't even have dreamed it to be a better scenario to win. It's just I don't really words can't put in perspective. It really I don't think it's still sunk in yet how big it is. But I mean, I'm just truly blessed. Like I said, I've got the best people working on it, the best equipment. So I mean, I know every time before I go out, I'm gonna have a shot to win.
For sure, man. And I got to reiterate it there again. That last lap pass, man. If you haven't seen it, check out Pit Road TV's Facebook page. It's on there. It's going all around Facebook, everywhere, because it was probably one of the most exciting last laps of a race I've seen in I don't know how long, and just in general, but especially in go-kart racing here. It was awesome. It was awesome. So I know you just said it, that you just cracked the throttle. Running that motor, that's not one you just cracked the throttle in. I looked at it and I was like, did he even lift? Because it didn't even look like you barely lifted through 3 and 4.
Yeah, no, it did. I knew if I didn't lift that I was just going to shit off the track, but I knew if I could. I was running a bigger arc into the corner to cut my center, have a little more center speed than Colin. He was kind of going in low and kind of making it a diamond where I was kind of rounding it. And that's what was really helping me get him in 3. I was really closing the gap in 3 and 4. And that last lap, I knew I was 3 or 4 calling back. I knew I wasn't close enough to kind of go in there and kind of bump and run him. So I just, honestly, going down the back straight, I was like, well, I'm just going to settle for second right here. And when I seen him slip, my eyes just lit up and I just cracked just one little bit. And I got in the nose set and I just throttled up and I just prayed to goodness I made it, and I made it. So, I mean, it's just unbelievable, really.
It is, man. It was unbelievable to watch. I know it had to be super exciting from the driver's seat. Man, I want to ask you though, and obviously, what was it, $22,000 on the weekend for you?
22,000. I only lost one race. I competed in, let's see, 3 the first day, 3 the second. So I won, and I went on 4 out of 6. But the first day, I didn't run one race because it was right after the G-Man race. And we didn't have a great starting spot in it, so I just didn't even run it. But every race I actually stepped foot on the track in, I only lost one race.
Wow, that's impressive. That is impressive right there. Is that money wise? Is that the most you've won in one weekend? Or you've had more than that?
I think one weekend in 2024 I won. Back then I was driving for Jonathan Cash at PNP Speed Shop. I think I won 23,000 one weekend.
Oh, wow.
It was a 2-day race. And then back in 2021, whenever I was 16 years old, actually I won the same one. It paid $20,000 to win, and I won that weekend. I won like I think 27 or 28 grand.
I remember that. I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh. I'm gonna tell you, go-kart racing's where it's at with the money right now.
Hello. Hello.
We were just talking about it. You made more than the guys in the Cars Tour this past week. Made more than Carolina Clash Super Late Models. They're not racing for near that much money. So that's
that is crazy.
It's pretty. I remember years ago. I don't even. God, you had to be probably little then, Chase. I remember years ago when Paradise was probably right after they first opened good. They gave away a brand new truck over there one year.
That was the Earl Pearson race, the Lucas Oil race.
Yep. Yeah, Earl Pearson Jr. put on that race over there.
I think if my memory is correct, I think the very next weekend they held a $20,000 race too. I think if my memory's, I know it was in the same year. It might not have been the same weekend, but I know it was in the same year.
That sounds probably close. Yeah, EPJ used to have a. I don't know. Does Earl Pearson Jr. still have a go kart team? Because he had a team at
No.
one point in time. No, he don't
I
have
remember him
anymore.
having a team. He was like really big into it or whatever, but
Yeah.
I don't think he messes with it no more.
I got you. Well, man, that is absolutely awesome, man. That is
Wow.
that is really cool. Speaking around this area though, man, you've obviously won every track around here and run every track around here and all up the East Coast and everything. I do have to ask because our good buddies over at Florence Motor Speedway, there was an announcement a couple weeks ago. Florence Cartway is opening back up. Did you ever run over there?
No, I've never raced there.
You haven't ever raced there?
Mm-mm. I know my dad and mom and all of them have, and my Uncle Dion, and they've
Yeah.
all raced over there a good little bit. So,
Go ahead, Jason.
Chase, I gotta say this, Dave. I love it. Chase, you ever been to Sugar Tit?
no, I've actually never. I've heard the name, like I've seen in my race, but I've actually never been. I want to go. I heard it's a fast little track.
It was a fast little track.
Been there one
Um,
time.
No, I remember, Chase. I remember your mom and dad both running over at Florence Cartway a few times. And like I said, that was the days. It was back when me and your dad raced against each other all the time years ago. It was one of them things that you went and track. You hope to be able to run with Chris, and I got very few chances to actually ever outrun him a few times at track. And boy, you felt like you really accomplished something
Wow.
those nights.
They were tough to beat back then for sure. Like I said, man, I've been just very blessed to have such awesome parents that was very good at what they love to do. And it's just really helped me out a lot. So, I mean, I don't really know. Words can't really describe how appreciative I am of it, because there's other kids out there that haven't had the opportunities that I've had. So, I mean, it's just very blessed, and I just can't be so thankful enough.
For sure, man. Well, I do want to ask, man. Obviously, go karts what you've been in all your life. Go karts what you've done. Your family is, from the go kart world. Have you ever thought about doing anything else racing related?
I mean, yeah, it's crossed my mind, but I mean, I'm just a good old country boy from Lake City, South Carolina, who I ain't got millions of dollars to go out there and pay somebody to do it. And the way I look at it is right now, I mean, everything costs so much. I'm getting paid to do what and go kart racing. Why am I going to go spend thousands and thousands of dollars what I don't have to spend and not really get nothing in return? I don't pay nothing now. I just sit in the seat and drive, and I get half my winnings or whatever. That's just kind of no brainer for right now, unless somebody wants to step up and sponsor me or whatever, which I'm very open to. So
You are 100% on it there, man. I don't blame you one bit. You got it figured out. Got it figured.
The
What's up,
Kyle
Jason?
Larson of the go kart world, man. Just plug and play, man. Plug
That
and
is
play.
That is it right there.
Hey, we
I
need to
love
get
that.
you chasing a Crown Vic, Dave.
I love going over to Florence and watching like the Cars Tour, and I follow the Cars Tour. I think the Cars Tour is the best series out there to watch. I mean, that's just the best racing to me. I'm not really into the big dirt world, really.
Oh, you just hurt Jason's feelings.
I don't know why I can't really get into it. Like, I feel like that dirt racing, I feel like they run one groove or like it's either around the top or it's in the rubber. Like, I feel like there's not a whole lot of passing going on. Cars Tour, you see they have a restart with 10, 15 to go. They beating and banging, wrecking. Like, that's something I'm in. Like, I'm on the edge of my seat watching them. Like, that's something I'm into. And I really like going to Florence and watching my two good buddies, Cody and Casey Kelly.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
They're really good, and I enjoy hanging out and spending time with them, and just enjoy watching them race.
Yeah,
And Ricky Locklear also.
I was going to say,
there
I
you
mean,
go.
your name gets thrown in there to, take over for him at halftime at the New Year's Bash.
Well, I tell you what, that dang Mason Johnson and Hunter Harriet, they a trip now.
I laughed so hard. It was so funny that night. Well, man, we sure appreciate you coming on, spending some time with us, and congratulations again. Let everybody know who all you want to thank one more time.
Yeah, first off, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ always. Second off, I want to thank Matt Connell at MC Motorsports for trusting in me and to put my talents and ability out there and race and make and win races for him. Armor Mills, Jessica Chavis, and Wendell Chavis, they do a lot for me. Charger Racing Chassis, Boomer, they give us awesome go-karts. Tom Miller Racing Engines, Mr. Roy Whaley, Fro Daddy, Chad McPherson at M7. I've been racing Mr. Roy and Fro for about 4 years, and Mr. Chad just is his first year coming on board, and they've just been nothing but awesome to me. Nitro Gears, Dick Timmons, all my pit help every week. I couldn't do it without them, who ride up and down the road with me traveling to come watch me race and help me. And my mom and dad and my beautiful girlfriend for letting me go and not complaining every weekend.
There you go. You got it covered. All right, brother. Well, we sure appreciate you, and hope to have you back on here soon, man, talking about some more win. I know we could probably call in every week with another Chase Williamson win, you know. But we'll definitely have you back on here, man. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir, man. I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Right.
When's your next race, Chase?
I'm not taking this weekend off, and we're going August 22nd to the Blueberry Blowout in Alma, Georgia.
There you go.
Well, good luck, brother.
There you go. Go win
Thank
another
you.
one, brother.
See y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Take it
Try
easy.
to.
All right, everybody. Mr. Chase Williamson, knocking it out the park this past weekend over at Paradise at the Big O. 22 grand, and that's not the biggest go-kart race. Well, it's not the most money he's won ever at go-kart racing one weekend.
So I heard right. He won 4 out of 5. He didn't race one time in the other race. So that was actually he won 4 out of 6 races, bro.
Yes.
That's getting it done, son.
That's impressive. That's stout there.
Yeah.
That's stout.
Like he said, he's Kyle Larson. They plug and play. He ain't got to work on the car. Who that sound like? Who's that sound like? Pierce Overton. Ain't got to work on the car. Just jump in and go. Wow.
I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna be straight up about it. I really think just seeing the talent that he has had over the years and has still, I think he's one that we talked about moving up to different classes, different genres, I guess we'll say, of racing. Man, I think if he ever really got in there and done it and put his mind to it, he could be just as good at it. I mean, he can adapt, because I'm gonna tell you that this is the thing. He talked about different type, motors. Those go-karts drive completely different with those different, you got overhead valves, you got the modified, you got limited, you got whatever else, and he can jump on any one of them and go out there and win. I watched him do it, and he jumps off one and right back on another.
That's talent.
It's talent.
That's talent. What would your next step be from a go-kart? Legend car?
I don't know. I don't know anymore. It could be. It depends. I really think it depends on how old you are. I think you could I really think you could go from a go-kart straight to like you could easily jump in a legend car and win, but I think you could probably jump in just because of the way they drive, you could jump in like a truck like I'm running, or you could jump in a late model. Late model's got a little more steering input, being with the steering box as opposed to steering rack like I got. Steering rack, you don't have near as much steering wheel input, which is more like a go-kart. So I think you could about jump into anything from that point. Honestly, it's kind of wherever you want to go, and we've seen people go from go-karts to dirt late models and do good. I've seen guys go from I've seen a lot of them go, especially into modifieds, not dirt modified, asphalt modifieds. They do good. Modified. I don't know if I know you've been around them. I know you've been around them some. You've seen them. Mm-hmm. Everybody thinks some things look huge on TV and all. Big old. They're teeny.
A legend car, open wheel legend car.
That's pretty much with a big wheel, with a big wheel and a big motor.
That's it.
And we've
They
had
must-
Steve
they're high off the
Zacharias.
ground.
Yeah, if you ain't that high, your butt is pretty much on the ground in them things. We've had Steve Zacharias on here talk about them before. Like when they run like the Smart Tour, they are never full throttle down the straightaway. They can't even go full throttle. They will blow the tires off of it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He said at Florence anyway, he said they cannot go full throttle. He said they'll spin the tires down the whole straightaway.
Did not know that.
That's power there, son.
So that's how much power goes to the back wheels back there.
Yes.
I did not know that. Did not know that.
I'm just saying. I knew it. I knew it upset you, but boy, Chase, you guys throw some more respect to the dirt guys over here. They, our buddy Tilly Time, Mike Tilly, he's over here. Dirt is better. Jack Petite, he said he ain't watched the Lucas Oil or World Outlaw race. Y'all be easy on him.
I just can't see the whole Cars Tour. What's the sex appeal about it? It's like Shay said, you got to bump somebody out of the way to get a position, and what's going to happen? Timbers are going to flare up.
I guess that's fun to watch.
I don't get it.
The Pro Late models tried to take everybody out this past weekend at Hickory.
So highlights. I don't get it. I don't get it. Chase, if you're still watching, go back and watch. Go back and watch this past weekend's North South 100. That's all you got to do, Chase.
North South.
Let me take it to a race, Chase. Let me take it to a race. I'll show you something.
North South was a great race.
My God. Hey, Chase, go to Fairbury. That's all I say.
There you go.
Fairbury. Right there, baby. Go to Fairbury one time. It'll change your life. I've been trying to get him to go.
All right. Well, real quick before our buddy Derek McGrew Jr. jumps on here, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Rev up your engines with Pro Fabrication Headers and Exhaust, the ultimate powerhouse in motorsports performance. From the dirt tracks to the high banks of Bristol, ProFab is the go-to experts for custom racing, exhaust systems, and headers. Whether you're dominating in dirt late models, UMP modifieds, or midget racing, our precision TIG welded headers are built to your exact specs. ProFab collaborates with top engine builders to optimize dyno results, ensuring maximum power, perfect chassis fit, and unbeatable repeatability. Proudly supplying NASCAR, IndyCar, IMSA, and late model teams, ProFab's lightweight titanium and stainless options shave those much-needed tenths off your lap times. With state-of-the-art tech and components like anti-reversion mufflers and custom collectors, ProFab delivers the edge you need to cross the finish line first. Choose ProFabrication Headers and Exhaust. Quality that wins. Visit profabrication.com. Chicken Bone Alley is brought to you by SRI Performance. They are your one-stop shop for all things racing. Do you need performance parts? Look no further. They offer a wide range of high-performance parts for various types of racing, including stock car racing, dirt racing, and more. SRI Performance also has the most knowledgeable employees in the industry. If you're looking for that hard-to-find part, they've got it. And if you're wondering how to make it work on your car, they know it. Check them out online at www.sriperformance.com. And when you do, don't forget to use the promo code CBONE10. That's C as in chicken, BONE10, and get 10% off at checkout. Tired of leaving performance on the table? Ready to dominate the track? For decades, Earl Ramey Racing Engines has been the secret weapon of champions. We don't just build engines. We craft precision, engineered powerhouses designed for one thing: victory. From meticulous machining to expert assembly, every Earl Ramey engine is built with uncompromising quality and a passion for speed. We understand the demands of racing, and we deliver the reliability and raw power you need to cross the finish line first. Whether you're tearing up the asphalt or conquering the dirt, Earl Ramey Racing Engines provides the competitive edge you've been searching for. Don't just race, conquer. Contact Earl Ramey Racing Engines today and let us build your winning machine.
Stock Car Steel and Aluminum is a full-line steel service center stocking thousands of sizes, shapes, grades, and types of metals and plastic. If you need it, they have it. And if not, they work fast to find what you need and get it to you. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum also has the ability to cut orders to your specifications as requested. Their dedicated team not only brings many years of experience to the table, but they are always ready and willing to lend a hand with anything you may need. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. Your material needs are covered here.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. All right, everybody. Also like to thank our good friends over right here at Dixie Made, right here in Florence, South Carolina. You are headed over to down this way, to catch some action here in just a few weeks at the Southern 500 at Darlington Raceway, or coming over to Florence Motor Speedway for the Cars Tour, or if you're going to Dillon Motor Speedway on Labor Day, be sure to check out our good friends over at Dixie Made. Stop over their way. Man, they got so many back-to-school specials right now on all clothing and backpacks and just everything you want. Go check them out. Tell them we sent you. I still got to call Brandon over there. I got something I want to talk with him about Labor Day weekend. Maybe we can work something out. Be cool. Mike and maybe so. Think so. But also, while you say that, at Dixie Made, every day the price you see on the shelf is the price you pay at the register. Taxes are already included. So head over there. Also, www.marketwithmpm.com. Go check out our friend Tanya over at MPM Marketing. She is your fine source for some great marketing management there. She's got you ready to go. Got all the digital promotions that you need, all that good stuff, everything you need. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our good friend that has been way too long since he's been on here, our buddy, Derek McGrew Jr. What's up, Junior?
Don't blame me, Derek. How are you guys?
I'm lovely. How about you?
Doing good, man. Yeah, busy racing, working, and everything's been good, so that's a good thing.
I told him earlier when I talked to him, I said, how's this work thing working out for you? He used to always talk about schoolwork and then racing and all this stuff. Now I got to work and then race. He been working for years, though. I'll give him that. He been working for years.
Makes it a little bit tougher, but like you said, it's part of it. You gotta pay for the racing somehow.
Work hard to play hard. Work hard to play hard.
There you go.
There
you go.
So, well, cool, man. Man, 7 wins on the year this year. I was picking around with Jason. I said, I think one of the first ones this year came when your dad wasn't even there.
That was one of the first few for sure. I actually think that might have been. I think win number 4 or 5. I think.
God, never mind. Maybe it wasn't first. I was off. My bad. But no, for sure, I picked with him because I'm like, hey, they don't even need you around there. You just there. He can go win without you now.
That's
Man,
right. Yeah.
That is the work ethic, I will say, and I'm just gonna give it to you. I ain't trying to blow your head up or nothing, but man, that's the work ethic that you have put into this racing thing, man. As young as you are, still, how old are you now?
I just turned 19.
Just turned 19. Just turned 19, and the work ethic that he has put in there, and he knows these cars inside out, can tear them apart, put them back together. Nothing to it anymore. Man, it's no surprise really that you going out there putting on big shows and winning pile of races now.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I got to give a lot of credit to my dad. Like I said, I'm so busy, trying to run my business now and build that to where one day it can run itself. So trying to do both sometimes is hard, and he's been able to pick up the slack there and during the week, just make sure the race car is maintained and ready to go. And I'm out there as much as I can be, as well as my uncle. He's over here at least 2 to 3 days a week, just trying to do general maintenance and stuff. And like I said, at the end of the day, when I get home, I'm out there helping them guys and like I said, over the last couple of years, we've been fast, but like I said, a lot of work in the off season, especially with my dad. Just learning. Not that we don't know these cars inside and out, but learning them more and more and more, and just figuring out what it is that where we can pick up, where we're missing, and so we can outrun these guys. And like I said, it seems to be working lately. We found something that's really, really good. And, pretty much everywhere we go, we're just only making minor adjustments. So, like I said, we're not going to each racetrack, sitting here making 10, 15 different changes. We're rolling in knowing that we got a shot to win anywhere and at any time. And like I said, we've been able to prove that this year.
That's nice, man. It's nice when you can unload with a package that is so adjustable and tunable and kind of. And the biggest thing is, and I think you could probably attest to this, is knowing when you get out there, all right, if the car's doing this, I got to do this. And knowing that that's going to work is, man, that is a tool in your pocket and in your head that's just irreplaceable.
And definitely, and I know I'm only 19, but it feels like I've been doing this forever. And I think, me, as a driver, maturing especially, and being able to read different things on the racetrack, and just knowing, like I said, what changes to make, and as a driver in the race car, at the right time. And I think mainly patience, especially like last night, patience was the biggest thing, trying to save the race car. Even though we started second, and got off to a pretty decent start, but trying to realize and rope it back in and say, hey, we still got a shot at this, and just take it easy and let it play out, and don't force anything and let it come to us. And that's been the biggest thing too. And, being able to have focus, I think that's another thing too. Being 110% focused is huge. And sometimes you don't even realize it, when you're so busy with, 10, 15 different other things in your mind's here and there. It draws focus away from, a lot of things, especially inside the race car. So being able to be focused and on point each and every time you're at the racetrack is important. I feel like we've checked all the boxes pretty much every week at every racetrack we've been to. And some nights we have great nights, and some nights we have bad nights, but we've had a lot of good nights this year, and just got to keep it going. And hopefully we can chase the dirt car championship, and who knows, maybe end up winning Super Derby at the end of the year. Those are the goals, and I think they're very, very achievable goals. Like I said, we've showed speed each and every week, and showed we can run with the top guys as well. So just got to keep plugging along, keep learning, and keep making the right adjustments.
All right, what I got to ask is, I'm trying to remember. I think I met you. You had just turned 13. I want to say it had to be in 2020. So, yeah, towards the end of the year. I think we were in Charlotte. Yeah.
Yeah.
And all right. So I've obviously watched you progress and become a better and better driver. And obviously not since then, but because you had already been in the car for a little while, but you were definitely learning then. But obviously you're kind of a veteran driver now, pretty much per se. Man, where do you think over the past, let's just say 2 years is, obviously you learned the car, you've been in it, and now you've been in the hunt, and now you were winning races, but now you're winning on a more consistent basis. Where do you feel like you improved at to make that happen?
Like I said, it happens. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens in a process, and sometimes you don't even really realize it, right? You just start winning races, and everything seems like it starts going your way. And like I said, there's those nights where it feels like nothing can go your way, but it's really hard to say. Like I said, I think just the maturity over time as a driver, and like I said, being you can almost say that I am a veteran driver at this point. I've been doing the big car stuff for 9 years now. And like you said, when I was 13 years old, it's not like I was new to it, but still young and still didn't know as much as I do now. I just think it's just learning and seat time, racing as much as possible. Being fresh, I think, is the biggest thing. Look at these guys like, Jonathan Davenport and Ricky Thornton. Why are these guys so fast? And they're racing so much. So it's just when you're racing one night a week and you have all week long and you're living your life, you're doing this and that, you get back in the race car and you know what you're doing, but it's not fresh. When you're racing 2-3 nights a week, it's on a rotation, and I feel like you build good habits, and you just learn from your mistakes. And like I said, I think it just kind of just grown with me as I grown. And like I said, it just feels like kind of just happened.
All right, so man, we got to get into it. I guess let's talk about this past weekend. Obviously, the most recent win here. Man, tell us just, when you got to the track, unloaded, took the car on the track first time. What did you think? What did you know you had a car to win, or what did you think?
100%. Like I said, on Sunday we unloaded right out of the trailer, fastest overall actually in hot laps. And we were in the last group too, so the track started to get even slower and slower and slower. We still went out there and set fastest time. So at that point, I knew we had a good shot, and it being one of my home tracks, we're very consistent there. We've been consistent there all year long. So we were definitely, I feel like, one of the favorites to win. And as soon as we unloaded, I felt like we had the piece that could make it happen. And just had to have a few things go our way. Lately this year, there's been some track conditions that haven't been the best. The track crew has been doing, everything they can. Had a couple nights there where it's rubbered up and got one lane. So like I said, even though we were faster out of the box, we still had to have a few other things go our way. And we set fastest time in our time trial session as well. And then onto the redraw. That's usually what bites me. And we were able to have some luck with that. And that really helped us out. And like I said, went out there and had a little pep talk before the race, seeing if we wanted to make any changes, watch the track, see what they were going to do, and see what see how it played out. And we just kind of pretty much left the car alone and said let it come to us and let the track come to us. And like I said, we went green there and ended up rolling off in second for about 9 or 10 laps, and the caution came out as we started to catch lap traffic, and I ran the leader down there. And I said to myself, just take it easy. Don't burn your stuff up. It's a 40-lap race. Got plenty of time to do it. And went back green there. And another track regular there, me and Zach Buff, he said we're two of the best there. We go back and forth every week. And he's just as good around that place as I am. And I knew he'd be coming eventually. And the biggest thing was knowing when the track was going to change and when we had to switch grooves and who was going to do it first and who was going to find it. And he ended up starting 7th. And right around lap 15 is when I started to hear somebody there, and I guess my dad was over there in the stands telling me to get to the top, and I couldn't see him. And luckily, I had moved up when I did, and that we were able to take the lead and just take it from there.
That is awesome, man. That's absolutely awesome, and that's the awareness and maturity that I've seen over the years that you displayed there, man. That's really cool, really cool. So what do you feel like there is and obviously you don't have to tell it by no means, but do you feel like there's just been something y'all hit on this year, and you know that you can put your finger on it, or is it just, man, you just busted your tail and worked hard and drove hard and you just outrunning them guys?
I think it's just a combination of everything, to be honest with you. I think a lot of it has to do with me, doing my job, and being consistent as a driver. You can have a very good race car and be a terrible driver and not have good results at all. So, I think we've hit on something. At the end of last year, we I think we're basically, pretty close to what we ended the year with last year, down there, and I guess could say started this year off down in Florida.
Yeah.
We changed a few things. We got a brand new race car at the beginning of this season. We had a couple good runs last year. Just like I said, I think it's a combination of everything. I think it's focus, for me personally, and consistency and maturity as a driver, and setup as well, and just the consistency with maintenance and keeping on top of everything. When you don't do maintenance, stuff breaks, and stuff gets all out of whack. So just keeping on top of everything, and just the combination of it all. And I think it all fits well together. And obviously you can see the results have showed that.
Your dad just said y'all found some magic. I like it. I like it.
Magic. Found that magic tire dope.
Magic tire dope. Yep. You heard it here first, everybody. Oh, Derek, we just had I don't know if you keep up much with it anymore, but we know you drove some go-karts back in the day for sure.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing all of Phil Combs' interviews from this past weekend, so I've kept a little bit up to date on what's been going on over there at the Big O.
Yeah, we had Chase Williamson on here just a little while ago. Man, what would you think about going to a go-kart track nowadays? I know it wasn't like that when you were there, and winning $22,000.
It's crazy, right? So this past week we won a big race and paid $1,500, and I'm not talking bad on any.
No.
But yeah, it's crazy, right? He goes there with a go-kart and he can cash out for $20,000. And the worst part about it is that's more than what the big block modifieds are racing for up here with $60,000-$70,000 motors under the hood. And but it's pretty cool to see. It's pretty cool to see the sport continuing to keep strong, especially down there in the South. And man, I had the most fun in my whole entire racing career was going down south racing go-karts and building a family down there with everybody. And when I was younger there, I had some of my best friends at the racetrack. Like I said, those are moments I'll never forget, and wish I could go back for sure.
Wow. And obviously not, like you said, not throwing anybody under the bus, because it's not, we can't place it on any one thing by no means. But man, what is it, do you think, you've been around the sport long enough, what do you think needs to change? Obviously, if somebody can pay that in a go-kart, obviously we can get this money in racing, period. I don't care if we're talking about modifieds like you're running. I don't care if we're talking about late models. I don't care if we're talking about asphalt stuff. What can you think of anything that maybe needs to change, that maybe we can start getting some of this money pumped towards big cars?
Come on. So that's kind of out of my.
It's out of mine too. That's why I ask everybody.
I don't really know. I mean, it seems like, I guess, up in the upstate region, where the big block stuff and the Northeast modifieds, you can see. I feel like the late model region and stuff, it seems like they're thriving pretty good, and they've been putting on some of the best racing, and they're paying their guys pretty well. And like I said, I know it costs a heck of a lot nowadays to keep an operation running, especially at the highest level. How much some of them guys are spending on the Lucas and World of Outlaws tour. And same here with the Super Dirt Car Series. There's a couple guys up here that we had talked to last week that said, I don't know how much longer we can go. At least if we broke even, but they're not even doing that. And it's unfortunate, because that's where we're going to start losing, race cars. And that's what we need to keep the sport growing. And I just feel like sometimes these guys that are running these series forget that it's not a series without race cars, and there's only so many big dollar teams that are going to be able to be there. And when you lose all those smaller teams, there's only, like I said, a handful of people that are going to be there, and there's no race without those other guys. And like I said, I really don't know what needs to change. I think they need to just sit down and look at the cost of everything, and for the racer's sake, obviously. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of out of my lane. I really don't know how to answer that question very well, but yeah, I just think they need to sit down and just look at it a couple different ways, and take notes from, like I said, a couple other series, take notes and see where they could get better and be more like this series, and see what they do good and see what this guy does good, and come up with a plan and just try to make it better for everybody.
You're 100% right. Now, and I will say, and I'm not trying to get stuck on this subject by no means. It just happened to come up. So I will say, and I've told this to a few people, us here on the asphalt side, I feel like right now we're stuck in a place where we're having to pay essentially what I call the Cars Tour prices, because being that we're running same type cars, well, those prices for all the parts on those cars are pretty much set off, big teams buying in the Cars Tour.
Yeah.
And so now the local guys having to pay for that, and that's tough. Tires, everything's gone up. So it's tough. So like I said, not trying to get stuck on that, but we talked about it a little bit, so I just wanted to bring it up. And I don't know, maybe if there's any promoters out there, and that's the thing. We've had Steve Zacharias on here, owner of Florence Motor Speedway. I've seen the numbers. he's not doing anything to take all the money per se, by no means. Yes, he's got a business to run. It's just, man, I think the only thing you can do, and apparently what they've had to do in the go-kart world, I think, is just flood everything with sponsors.
That's what it takes. I think that's what it really does take.
I think that's the only thing you really can do. Is like you just got to get out there and hit the streets and beg for money, essentially, for all these big series. And there's enough big businesses out there that want to get their name out there. I think there's avenues for every series, every track, everything to get some of that money. They just got to get out there and pound the streets for it, I believe. So we'll put that behind us. Anyway, man. So what's your schedule looking like, man? What's your year looking like? Obviously, you just talked about running the whole, running super dirt series there. So are you looking to try to hit everything and win as much as you can? Obviously, as always, but you really aiming for that championship?
It's kind of up in the air at the moment. That wasn't something we necessarily planned on at the beginning of this year. Just as far as, sponsorship goes and with our busy schedule as well, sometimes it's hard to make all those midweek races and instead of be there for them. And like I said, and the traveling costs and a lot of factors that play into it. But with us winning that series race this past weekend, it kind of changes the direction of everything and kind of have to make a decision now, right? Because now we have a really, really good shot at doing something special, and that's something that is a huge check off the bucket list, is to be able to win a Dirt Car Series championship. And when we're this close, it's hard to say no to it. So that's definitely something that's going to be talked about over the next couple weeks, and on if we're going to continue to follow that and see what we got and see if we can make it happen. But other than that, obviously we're going to still be following our weekly racetracks, Albany Saratoga Speedway on Friday nights and Glen Ridge on Sundays. And see what we can do. Try to knock off as many more wins as possible and stay consistent. And then as far as end of the year goes, we have a couple big races up here. We got Super Dirt Week. We have Charlotte down there in North Carolina for us. And there's a couple other small shows throughout the year, like I said, as things wind down with weekly racing. So just got to see where our schedule plans out. But yeah, mainly just trying to go win as many races as possible. That's the main goal. And that's what we're going to do.
Awesome, man. I like it. Mm-hmm. Jason, what you got for him? I know you got something.
Hey, Derek. Well, I'll be honest with you, Dave. You've asked me 3 questions I wanted to ask you, so you did good on that. Hey, Derek. When you said you come to Charlotte, are you come to the finals or you come to the WSTC?
Right now it'd be the World Short Track Championships. That's what it would be. Yep.
Okay, I'll see you there then. Okay, I'll see you that Saturday.
Yes, that's the last weekend in October, right?
Yes. Excel. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good deal. Hey, I got one for. Hey, what's your favorite track so far, Derek?
Oh man, that's a good question. I said for the last couple of years, there's a few I'm gonna list off here. Some of the most fun we've ever had, with modified racing was down there in Louisiana.
Yeah.
When they had that short track Super Series Southern Swing down there in Louisiana, there were some pretty badass racetracks that put on a great show. Arklatex down there in Louisiana. Boot Hill was another one.
Okay.
Boot Hill was a wonderful track. Even Super B. Super B wasn't bad. They put on a pretty good show, but definitely hands down, it's between Boot Hill and Arklatex, and I probably got to lean a little bit farther towards Arklatex. Okay. Other than that, obviously my home track's up here, Albany Saratoga Speedway. Raced there since I started. But like I said, over the last couple of years, as we started to get faster and honestly, before this year, it was one of my least favorite tracks. Our Alltech, just was so technical.
Oh wow!
And just so technical. But like I said, as I've matured as a driver and we've gotten more consistent and better, and we went down there this year, and definitely I could say that's definitely in the top 5 favorite tracks. is I think for a driver, it's very technical. The racetrack changes all night long, but when you're good, and you can race on it too. Top, bottom, middle, beating the fence down, which is fun. So those are definitely, I would say, my top 3 favorite tracks: Arklatex, Boot Hill, and Alltech.
But Alltech. Okay, what I have to ask about it, and I ask everybody that says they like Alltech this: are you a slicked off Alltech fan, or are you a more gripped up Alltech fan?
Let's see what we had this year. I think we had a little bit of both, to be honest with you. Like I said, the racetrack, they gave us a different track every night, which was awesome, but a racetrack that you could race on. Yeah. Either way, I mean, I lean more towards the slick, just because that's when, the good drivers, I feel like excel. Yeah. The guys that there's, like you said, it allows people to mess up a lot more, especially in the crate world. But like I said, even on a slick track there, you're still able to get up there, beat the fence off, roll through the middle, roll through the bottom. That place puts on such a good show, and especially for all divisions. And I'd say I'd probably lean more towards the slick side.
Okay.
For sure.
I from a fan perspective, watching it, I like watching a slicked off Alltech. It actually looks more like I don't care what class it is. I don't care if it's you guys out there or if it's super late models out there. It looks like it almost makes everybody slow down and drive. Mm-hmm.
And I love a slick racetrack, but I feel like the problem we've had up here lately, up in our area is, the racetracks have slicked off, but they've slicked off so bad to where it's one lane around the bottom.
That's not
fun. That's not fun, even as a driver or a fan. It becomes
or a fan, yeah. About to say, for a fan, yeah.
It becomes train racing, and it sucks. And with the one thing up here that really sucks is the handicapping system. So the guys that are good, get the short end of the stick and have to start in the back. And when the racetrack's not good and it's hard to pass, it doesn't make it fun for anybody. So that's one thing about Alltech. Like I said, slick or when it has bite, there's 3 lanes to race on, and you can drive from the back to the front pretty much every single night. So that place puts on an awesome show.
Jason, what'd you have?
Oh, I was going to just him and RTJ, man. That's RTJ's favorite track in the whole country. So, hey, D-Mac, you and RTJ, baby. Yeah. Y'all got something in common. Let's go.
It's a good group to be in.
Yeah. All right. I just had a comment on here. All they put was Lakeview. Come on now. What'd you think about Lakeview, Derek?
Baby. I love Lakeview. The Scott and the guys there, they've put a lot of work into that place. I know those guys bust their butts there and trying to do everything they can for the racing community, especially too, for the drivers, for the fans. And I feel like Scott does a pretty good job at trying to promote it as best as he can. And like I said, involves everybody, fans, racers. And yeah, we've had a lot of fun going down there and racing, man. I know there's definitely a few things he could change, but I feel like the racing for the most part is pretty good. With the crate motor, sometimes it makes it hard there to pass. With the big bankings and long straightaways. But other than that, like I said, a beautiful facility, beautiful place, and like I said, the main thing is what they do for racing.
There you go.
Well said. You know what, Dave? He at 19. That's a seasoned veteran right there.
I'm telling you.
Hey, seasoned veteran, D-Mac.
I'm telling you, he talk about Lakeview though. I think one of the coldest nights I ever had at a racetrack was down there with y'all. And I know they're like, cold. That's not cold. He's out there wearing a T-shirt. Me and Earl Ramey are standing there walking around. I literally had a heater walking with it, sitting it beside us everywhere we stopped.
I don't blame you. Like I said, I get made fun of it for all the time up here. Like I said, even now, like I said, in the summer, sometimes there's some mornings where I'll be wearing a sweatshirt till noon, and I'm getting made fun of. I must have thin blood or something. But yeah, you guys think that's cold to come down to Super Dirt Week? Sometimes it snows. There in October. There's been years where it snowed there. It gets pretty chilly.
Wow.
Trying to remember. There was somewhere. Oh, I remember where else I went. It was cold. Yeah, it was cold then too. That was the DTWC when it was in Portsmouth.
Portsmouth?
Whoo, that was cold up there.
Man, well, you close to the North Pole up there, man. Well, where D-Max from? I mean, you're 10 miles from the North Pole up there.
I felt like I was, man.
Hey.
That is this bunch of polar bears up there.
Oh yeah.
We got
one right there.
We got Senior over there coming down doing this polar plunge every year.
He's crazy, man. He wears shorts all year long. Look at him like he's crazy.
I'm telling you.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
Oh, cool, man. Cool. All right. Well, go ahead. Tell everybody who all you got to thank for making all this happen, man.
Yeah, man. We have a lot of people, that even small and big that have continued to support me. Whether it's just like I said, just their support or in sponsorship as well. First, like I said, I got to thank my dad for everything he does. Every week, like I said, he's a huge part of this program and the success we're having lately. My uncle too, like I said, all the hard work he puts in, and as far as our sponsors go, Chad and Next Generation Roofing, him and his team. You got Earl Ramey, like I said, Earl's became family to us. Earl does a ton, inside and out, behind the scenes as well for my racing career and me as a person. We got Jamie Coral, CQC Construction, another longtime sponsor and very, very close family friend. Elmo Speed and Supply, Chris Reckner, Carter, Jam Performance. We got my mom, my stepdad, Goodson Interiors, SRI Performance. I'm just trying not to forget anybody here. You got Ray with West End. Bill Pink, a lot of our marketing partners, Bill Pink Carburetors. Man. Yeah, Brandon Uline, Elevation Construction. Like I said, so many people that help us do what we do, and we just couldn't do it without their support. Like I said, whether it's sponsorship or just their support, and all of our fans as well. For the continued support, and so keeps this thing going.
Man, I'm Jason. I gotta tell you real quick. Derek's stepdad, one of the best chefs I've ever met for my life. Dude
Really?
can cook. Dude can throw down.
Really?
Yes.
Let's go, baby.
When they were wanting to open a restaurant, I was like, y'all need to do it down here.
Yep.
Forget up there.
Will they be cooking at Charlotte?
Well, so I'll talk to him about it. I'll try to get him.
Okay, all right, come on, let's go, baby. Come on, let's go.
Maybe they can cater the SRI tent for a night.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That would
right?
be awesome.
I need a Dave.
I'll get you
a
right
guy, right? Do you know a guy?
I got you one.
You got one. All right, there you go, baby. Come on, let's go. All right, come on.
Hook you up.
Let's go. Come on, man. You the man. Hey, I'm gonna give you a Racing Jason hat, D-Mac. Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Hook me up. Heck yeah.
Okay, got you. I got you.
I've been following your stuff here. The last seen your interview there with Turbo, I think the other week, right? Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Mm-hmm.
That's what he tells everybody. You need to go to Fairbury. Why? I don't know. I mean, Jason just wants everybody to go to Fairbury.
As far as other than tracks that I've raced on, just watching, that is one pretty cool place, man. They put on a heck of a show.
Let's go. Let me know about June of next year, baby. I'll let you know. Come on, let's go.
I'm not sure how well the big blocks race around there, but I'd love to see them guys get out there and see what it could do. I think that place puts on a good show every time. It's a pretty cool place.
Amen.
We need to get Derek back in a late model, though. That's what we need.
Oh, 100%.
Amen.
It was pretty cool.
God, move down south, man. That's where the money is. Come on. Well, used to be. I don't know about now, but let's get you to Super.
Apparently, it's in go-karts down here.
And I'll race anything. Like I said, it's the passion we have, and hopefully one day I can do this for a living and get to the top of it. Be racing for a living and just doing what we love. Whether it's super late models, big blocks, asphalt stuff. I don't care what it is. Just want to do it full time. Just gonna keep doing what we're doing, keep winning races, keep showing people that we can do it, we can make it happen, and that's all we can do.
All right. You just said it. I know you would jump in it. You would go drive it. You would drive it to your best ability and probably do good in it. But I got a question. Do you have any desire to get back in an ARCA car?
100%, man. Like I said, I got given a pretty, cool opportunity to do it the first time. Thanks to, Raz Motorsports, and big thank you to Jeremy Connors, for making that whole thing come together. He was, a big factor in that all makes it coming together. And I just said, I'd love to do it again. I'd love to do it in, some very, very good equipment, capable of winning, and really showing what we can do on the asphalt side of things. And, the equipment that we were in, we still had a pretty respectable run, for what we had. And like I said, there's no doubt in my mind that we couldn't go out there and we could run up front with those guys, with the right equipment for sure. And if the opportunity comes up again, I'd love to do it. I'd love to be able to showcase, the talent I have and see what we got. I know, in that asphalt world, it takes a lot of sponsorship, a lot of money. I don't care how good you are.
Probably more.
If you don't bring money to the table, the peace out, right? So
Yep.
it takes sponsorship, but so just just gotta keep marketing myself and keep showing people what I got, and be respectful and just like I said, keep everything we're doing going.
All right.
Sure.
Real quick, and I know it's completely off topic of everything else we've talked about, but since you have driven in ARCA before, that was what, ARCA East you were in?
East.
I think we ran in Michigan, so I
think it was ARCA East, yeah.
East.
Yeah. But now, and I don't know that they're going to do it for East or West, but I know they're talking about it in national. There's some talk about a possible, what they call 107% rule. Basically all it is a minimum, a minimum time or a maximum time that you can be behind the leaders. Basically, if the leader's at 100% of running his lap time, the times went down to like, I think it was about 20th, maybe 15th. I'm sorry, about 15th ish. That was where 107% was. So basically, they're 7% slower than the leaders. And then beyond that was like 6 seconds a lap slower than the leaders. So there's talks of possible, going to a NASCAR rule where basically there's you got to meet minimum speed, essentially. That's essentially what it is, a minimum speed rule. Would you think that'd be a good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, I think that'd be a good thing, I mean, NASCAR is supposed to be the highest level, right? You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people don't realize how that series is behind the scenes. There's a lot of guys that just have no clue what they're doing and go on. They can buy a race car and turn a few laps and get approved by NASCAR to go out there and run when they really shouldn't be, right?
Yeah.
Especially a lot of people that you just wake up tomorrow and say, I want to be a race car driver, and show up with a check and say, put me in a race car. Yeah. And like I said, that's supposed to be the highest level of racing there is. And if you say, when you look at it from the inside and behind the scenes, you start to see some other things and realize it. So I think that'd be a very good rule. And it'll showcase who's really got the talent and who should be there and who shouldn't be.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I think the learning curve should be spent more in a late model or some other type of car rather than when you get in an ARCA ride, personally.
And who knows if it'll ever, make it back that way. But like I said, back in the days when Dale Earnhardt was racing, when you had to work your way there,
That's
with
right.
talent, to showcase it, work your butt off in the shop, and you weren't fast, get faster, and go out there, and the results speak for itself, and you start turning heads and opportunities, approach you, and like I said, with today's where we're at today, especially in the asphalt world, I feel like that we've gone very, very, very far away from that. And I know it's a business, but it's became, I feel like, just a business, and it sucks to see, but it is what it is.
I feel you there. 100%. I do think there's a couple exceptions out there right now, which are better than it has been. I will say the Caden Honeycutts of the world. Caden has done a great job and got a great ride. Now he's got to prove himself in it, and obviously proving yourself brings sponsors along.
That's good too, like you said, and I'm not saying that you can't work your way there. It takes hard work.
That's right.
It takes hard work on both ends as a driver and marketing yourself, being able to market yourself, finding sponsorship to make it happen. If you got the talent, you can get out there and you can get the sponsorship, and you can get in the right team, get in the right seat, and then you can showcase your talent. I guess it's just, I say this became a business, but I guess it's just changed from what it used to be.
You're right.
You got to go out there and you got to get the sponsorship to make it happen. So you got to do it inside and outside of the race car, I guess, now. So you got to do it just a couple different ways if you want to make it, and that's what it takes. There's a couple guys, and he's a very good example of it. And I see, I think Brenda Butterbean there. At the
Butterbean.
Another example of it, and
Landon Lewis.
they're able to do that, and like you said,
Hoyheim.
yeah, they're able to showcase it, and like I said, Butterbean there went out and won a handful of races right off the bat, and you really see who can drive and who can't drive. And Landon Lewis is another one too. Landon, I grew up racing with Landon in go-karts when we were younger, and he was able to team up with the right people and make the right connections. And like I said, Landon's gone very, very far. And it's just cool to see, and it's cool to see what those guys have been able to accomplish.
Yeah, Landon's a good dude. I like Landon a lot. And yesterday or Saturday was actually his last ride in a KHI late model. So he'll be with Nice now.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Nice. Wow.
Yep.
What happened to the dirt program, bro? What happened?
I don't know what's going on with it.
I don't either.
I think they're focused more on the late model stock right now.
I'm trying to think. What was the guy's name, Dave? I took a picture of. I met, bought a shirt. I got a shirt. Ran for Nice. What was his name?
I don't even remember who ran for
Starts
Nice.
with a B, huh?
I don't remember.
Was it a driver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With dirt
Drove
racing?
for Nice. D-Mac. Drove for Nice. It started with a B. I got his freaking shirt in there. I can't. Brendan something.
Was it a racer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a racer. Was it on dirt? I mean,
Yeah, he ran Schwartz for a little while, and then he dived into the dirt late model a little bit.
Brandon Hightower?
Nope, I know him. No, not him. Oh, what's his name? Dave, what's his name, bro?
I don't know. We'll have to look it up. We'll get it.
Got his freaking shirt, man. I don't know where's that right now.
I told you, you need to start putting them in numerical order. Oh,
I
well.
can't remember what number he was.
Dang. Oh, fun. Well, Derek, man, I appreciate you jumping on with us as always, brother. I done told you, you ain't got to wait so long. Just all you got to do is text me and say, hey, I'm coming on this afternoon. I'll be like, okay.
Yeah, definitely, man. Like I said, I'll mark that down. I love coming on. I love talking to you guys, especially you and Jason. Jason's always a great time. Both of you guys are, and
Thank you, man.
appreciate all you guys do for me, and allow me to come on here and just showcase everything that we're doing, and just let everybody, you keep everybody up to date, and like I said, just give me just give me the opportunity to do it. Thank you guys.
Not a problem, brother. We appreciate you taking the time to do it, man. We absolutely love it. Like I said, anytime, brother. Come on, jump on. It don't matter.
XL there, XL, baby.
XL?
Yes, sir.
All right, I remember.
All right, let's go.
Have to get down there and see you soon too, David.
For sure, man. For sure. We need to get y'all down to a asphalt racetrack sometime. We'll do
That's
something.
right. Yes, sir.
All right, brother. I appreciate you, man.
All right.
Tell everybody I said hey.
We'll do.
Yeah, tell your dad I said, hey, bro.
We'll do, guys. See you later.
Yes, sir.
See you. All righty. Everybody, our good buddy, Derek McGrew Jr. Derek McGrew Sr. just said we need another fishing and jam session. That's exactly what we need. We need to go down to the beach, hang out for a weekend.
Wow.
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 God, what was that? A couple years ago now? He got married.
Really?
Yeah, got married down there. I was able to officiate the wedding and took my guitar down there, and we sat on the dock and fished and played guitar for a while and hung out.
Wow. Can I be some bush latte?
Come on.
All right, let's go.
We had a ton of fun right there.
Let's
in
go.
Garden City.
Let's go. Oh, I love Garden City. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Man, let's go, man.
We were right down from just a couple blocks down from Sam's Corner.
Let's go, man. Come on. That's
fun times there.
Yeah. love their hot dogs.
Hoo-wee. Yes, sir.
Hello, come on. God, I'm not going to Sam's Corner to get me a hot dog nowadays.
Oh, he's driving all the way to the beach to get a hot dog. Me and my dad were talking about that the other day. From where their house is right here, it's right before you get to the PD Bridge. I know you know where that is.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's not far from there at all.
Wow.
We're about there. Well, 8 minutes or so to the PD Bridge. Used to, years ago, we could leave from right around in this area and drive to the beach and be there in literally less than an hour. Now, anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yep.
Hour and a half is the bare minimum. I mean, that is if you went in the middle of the night with no traffic.
It's unbelievable, bro. All the traffic, cars on the road now. It's unbelievable.
Traffic,
bro.
and on top of that, they've added so many red lights. I mean, just there's a neighborhood every 5 feet, it seems like.
Really, I ain't been to the beach since we used
Dude,
to
the
cut
Carolina
grass.
Forest, right there where the racetrack used to be, Carolina Forest there. Oh my God, it takes forever to get through there.
Really?
Dude,
501?
yeah, 501's insane. I try to stay away from 501 every time I go down there.
Wow. How about 444s? That's still pretty. It was bad back then. It was only 2 lanes.
It's all bad. No,
Really?
540. You talking about 544?
544, yeah.
It's better. It's 4 lane now. It's better. Well, I'm either gonna go there, but I take the back roads from here, and then I'm only on 501 for just a minute, then jump on 544 and head down. I wish they would have took 22 when they done 22, you know, to bypass everything, bypass Conway, and I wish they would have went south with it also.
I don't know why they would do it with it.
Well, what that's done is, you know, north was Cherry Grove and North Myrtle Beach at one point in time. That was kind of the calm area. Have you been there lately?
No.
Oh my God! Ever since, well, and I think it's a product of 22. It blew up there.
Little River and all that up there too?
All of it has blown up.
Wow. Did not know that. I did not know that.
I mean, it's busy up there too. There's not a spot down there anymore that's not busy. You go to about Pawleys Island and it starts slowing down a little bit.
Wow. Way down there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, man. No wonder I don't go to the beach, Dave.
I think their wedding might have been the last time I've been to Myrtle Beach.
Really?
I believe so.
How long's that been?
2 years now?
God, it's been longer than that for me, man. God, it's been way longer than that for me. I bet you ain't been to the beach since, God, before me and Dawn got together, 2015.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, fun. Anyway, all right. Well, we already running late, a lot longer than I want to, but it's cool. We've had great guests on tonight. We appreciate them. But Jason has got plenty to talk about here on the dirt segment. We'll run through the asphalt really quick before we do that. Ty Gibbs wins at Iowa Cup Series. Was not impressed with the race personally. Not that race.
Give it a 4.
What's that?
I give it a 4.
Oh, 4? Yeah. I agree with you. Just no passing. No passing. And what I will say is it's got to be on the car. It's on the car, 100%. Because the Grand National Series, as I like to call it, they were passing. Now, they were wrecking a lot. They set their record for amount of cautions in a race, I think.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think they had 13.
Wow.
But they were passing. They were moving around on the track, and that's all it was. The boys just trying too hard, and they'd hit bumps and lose it. And personally, I like it. Give me a car on the edge. Yeah, I don't want to see that many wrecks, but give me a car on the edge. It's tough to drive. But Carson Kvapil ended up winning his second race in a row, which was really cool. So congratulations to him. Speaking of Nice, as we were earlier, Matt Gold wins at Hickory at a throwback race in the Cars Tour. So congratulations to him. I don't even know what time they got done because I fell asleep. 'Cause it was late. It was definitely late. So anyway, all right, we had obviously big stuff, north-south. Man, great race, great action. So what you got there, Jason?
I don't know where to start, man. I really don't. Dave, what precautions can we take to prevent what happened to Garrett Albertson getting plunked in the head with a dirt clog?
I want to talk about that. I think there's a couple things that we could do.
All right, lay it on me.
I think you could either, and I know this might all sound crazy to some people, but I think there's some things we could still do with the window bars. I think we could tighten them up a little bit and not even saying it came in through tighten up a little bit. Obviously you can't do too much because dirt will start collecting on it at that point. Another thing that I thought about, and this is where some it may cost some money actually, and it may be, I don't know. I'm no engineer by no means, but I thought about this the other day, and I was like, man, why would this not work? If we could get a helmet manufacturer to look into putting essentially just like a football helmet, put the bars down at the, in front of the face area, one in the middle, obviously some on the sides. Not saying it's going to stop it, but you're going to help, absorb the impact to the shield because it's not going to, but also maybe you'll break it up before it actually hits the face because it broke his nose.
Like
so
a
it
hockey
hit.
helmet, like a hockey helmet, Dave.
Well, yeah, to an extent. But I'm just thinking more football more than anything. I guess it's more old. Well, I guess you have to look at like defense helmets now, how they got the single bar in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
A little more there. But I think there's something we could do in the eye slot of a race car helmet on dirt. At least, there's a lot of companies that have dirt specific helmets. I feel like there's something we could do in those areas to protect a little more.
Like that. I like that. Mm-hmm.
I know that's probably a big undertaking, and maybe it's something somebody can do aftermarket. I don't know. Maybe it's somebody that can come up with a shield that has some external exoskeleton type.
See, that's what I was thinking about too. Some kind of a shield. I was thinking this at work today. Have some kind of a shield where it's made out of what's that stuff called, Dave? The windshield used to be
Lexan?
made. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. You could. It's so hard on dirt because, on a dry track, you're fine. But when you got anything heavy, it sticks to it. That was the biggest problem. Remember they had on the trucks when they ran Eldora and stuff. When that track was heavier before they got it run in, them boys couldn't see no time flat. And any kind of shield you put up there is going to do the same thing. I've thought about it too. I mean, like, there's simple fixes you could do. And we've seen guys do it around here many times when you run you got the window bars, but you also put some chicken wire or something on it. But that's
about that too, David. I was just scared, like you said a minute ago, something get clogged in there, then you can't see.
And that is part of it. I
was even thinking about wire mesh too, Dave, but like you won't be able to see. It'll clog up.
And so you got to, and that is the reason I think there needs to be something done more in the helmet area. If it's, I don't know. I think that's the only place you can really work on it. And who even is to say that dirt clock came in through the windshield bars? It may have come in this way.
To the side. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it came in, if it broke his nose and lacerated his eye and broke some facial bones, it came in center.
That's what I would assume. Too. I don't know. It's hard to say, but we've had too much of this over the past few years. We've had, let's see, who was it? Who else? Somebody else got hit pretty hard.
Chubb Frank.
Chubb Frank.
Jeff Cook.
Rocket.
Josh Richards.
Josh Richards got hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
Remember it broke his.
It laid him out.
Yeah.
He sat out 2 races, I think it was, Dave.
Yeah, he had like a concussion or something after it.
Big time, big time concussion,
Yeah. And
because he also hit the wall too. That didn't help none either.
That's right. So we need to. I think somebody needs to look into something. I don't know. I know it's hard to stop. That's going to be a hard one, but I think there's a couple extra things we can do to make something work. I really do.
Anything be an improvement, Dave. Anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm all for. I mean, I know there's a lot of guys, they put different little lips that come up and move air, and a lot of times that moves a lot of it. But you can't stop at one that's coming straight in at you. I mean, it's hard to stop.
But you know, a lot of them guys, Dave, like you just said, they got that halo going around the steering wheel. You know?
Maybe we need to do some. We got the vertical bars mostly in there. Maybe we need to do a couple horizontal bars across that. Not to close it up completely, but maybe a couple horizontal bars to try to help.
At least slow it down, or maybe break it up.
That's the biggest thing. If you can break it up, then you've done everything you can.
Yeah.
You just gotta figure out a way to break it up.
Yeah.
And maybe if you come down with some horizontal bars, you ain't even got to go to full length of the windshield or the full length of the window. Just knock it down so it's eye level. And I don't know. There's a lot of people smarter than me out there that can figure this out. I think most of it can be prevented though.
Agreed.
Not that it won't hit you, but I think there's ways that we can stop it from injuring at least.
It's yes. That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's what I want, Dave.
Me too. What else you got, sir?
I got a bunch of stuff, Dave. We got to go everything, but it's almost 8:30, bro. We can tune in tomorrow night. But what you do tomorrow night, bro?
Oh, well, I'm gonna try to tune in to Ripping the Lips. What I'm gonna try to do.
I got 3 pages full. Let's go, baby.
But we do have to say, good old Josh Rice put it on him at his home track there.
The crowd, absolutely. Did you see people climbing the fence?
Yes.
I thought the backstretch fence was coming down.
It wouldn't have surprised me. They would have came down, and then the same guys that took it down would have been back out there helping put it back up. Because they all live within about 15 minutes from there.
Yes, you do. I'm gonna ask one more question.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be it. When did the dirt super late model world turn against JD?
I think it's just an out of sight, out of mind thing. I mean, why do you say they turned against him?
There was so many when Bronson spun him out.
Yeah.
Man, the crowd went crazy. You see the infield?
Oh yeah.
What happened? How can you? First off, how do you boo JD? Now I can't figure that out.
I don't know. I think it was just one of them things. It's kind of the same thing with Bobby Pierce right now. It's just one of them things.
Oh wait, no, that's totally different. I got so much Bobby Pierce hatred because he wins all the time. I'm sorry.
And I think that's still just carried over for JD because there was a time that he was unstoppable.
Okay, there was a time, but he's been coming down to earth here the last 2 years.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So you mean this hatred is carried over from 2015?
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, I believe. I'm gonna tell you, your dirt crowd. I cannot take it. They are a dedicated bunch of folk.
Okay, I agree. Okay, so, good example. Sniper with Rocket. It only took 10 years, Dave. It only took 10 years for the bridge to gap.
That's what I'm telling you. They are dedicated to their love. They're dedicated to their hatred. I mean, they don't.
But I didn't know there was that much hatred for JD.
I think it's different areas too, though. Let me tell you how I think that Florence Speedway is up there. And I have never been there. But I know, as we seen the other night, they love their Rice boys, especially Josh. That's their hometown guy. Well, JD's gone up there and took it from him a couple times. I mean, quite a few times. He's won everything. and he outran their guy for years. And he was just that guy who was outrunning him. So when he gets spun out, and all of a sudden it's just, woo,
Wow. I thought that was amazing. I was shocked. I was like, man, I did not know. Excuse me. I did not know there was that much hatred for JD. I did not know that.
Nah.
Well,
They
I love the guy.
probably
I'm sorry.
cheer him anywhere else. In all actuality, they probably cheer him anywhere else, but they're at Florence. They ain't cheering him at Florence.
Ain't gonna cheer for him in Florence, buddy. If you ain't Landrum, racing Jason Jameson, like you said, a Rice boy, you ain't nothing.
Exactly. But Bronson has been, and I think there's a thing too, because of who it happened with, and I don't think it was on purpose by no means. The way it looked, they just come off the corner at the same time and just flipped him around.
Okay.
You think it was? You think he dumped him?
Oh, I don't think he really. I think honestly, my honest opinion, I think the tires hit. You know
I
how-
do too. That's exactly what I think happened.
Yeah.
But Bronson has become a likable individual now. He's kind of the bad boy outlaw guy now, and it's really funny because used to we looked at Bloomquist like that. Who didn't get along? Bloomquist and Bronson. Bronson did not like Scott Bloomquist for whatever reason,
And Bloomquist did not like Kyle Bronson.
and even had one of his cars at one point in time, and still didn't like him.
He did.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. Bronson was in a Bloomquist for a very short time.
And then went and turned around. He got out of it like 2 weeks later, and they were at each other's throat. And Scott went and won that big crate race
Yes.
and talked trash about him on the front straightaway right beside him.
Yeah, I remember that now, bro. God, I forgot all about that, man. That's crazy.
But for some reason, I think Bronson has become that kind of the bad boy image. Him and Turbo are kind of the. And what's really funny, and I know you probably follow her too, is Amber Bronson feeds into that so much more for Kyle. Everybody likes Amber.
Can I tell you this quick story,
Yeah.
Dave? Last year in Talladega, Amber was standing in the back of the trailer. I said, "Oh my God, you're here! Hey!" Kyle said, "Hey, what's up, man?" I said, "No, not you. Excuse me." And I went right after, "Excuse me," and I went right by with the Amber. And Kyle looked around like, "What the?"
That would be it. And I'm surprised
Oh
she's
my
ever
God.
at a daggone racetrack. She
yeah. Oh my God, bro. That is. Oh man, that's funny. You got me laughing. Woo.
So I don't know. That's the only reason I can think. I mean, I don't know. I don't have any hate for JD. I like JD.
How? How can you? It's like booing Honey. Who boos Honey?
I don't know, but I do know Evan Moran got booed a little.
He did.
Oh yeah. What was that in? He took out he dumped who was it? Was it McIntosh?
Macintosh.
Yeah, he dumped McIntosh big time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then kind of just doubled down on it in the
Yeah,
interview.
man. Hey, for all the money, man. I ain't using no break. You know?
Did you see the social media after that?
Yes, I did.
It was Billy Hicks Jr.
And Billy, well, I know little Billy. Billy came up. This is not Billy Hicks. This is
Yeah.
little Billy. This ain't Big Billy.
This is little Billy. I promise.
Oh my God, my side was hurting, bro. My side was hurting. Oh my
Now,
God,
I
that
will
was
say,
funny.
now, what do you feel? All right, let's talk about that a minute. What do you feel about something like that? Okay, I get it. Big race, big money on the line. He feels like he's got to do that to get in the spot, and he did. What's your feelings on that though? Is it fair? Is it
No.
dirty? Is it? I mean, what is it?
Yes. Should have gone to the back.
I agree. That is the
You
one
can't
thing.
just go in there and plow. Dang, you just can't plow somebody, bro. This ain't a car store.
That is one thing I will say that I absolutely love about Florence Motor Speedway. People can get mad. Dale Jr. didn't like it, but I promise you they are consistent on it. If you are involved in the caution, if you are deemed to be part of the reason for the caution, you go to the back.
I love it. I love it.
And
I think
that's what I'm saying.
awesome.
Can you be mad at that? I mean,
No. It's justifiable, Dave. It's justifiable.
and it really eliminates stuff like that from happening.
Exactly. You know, it goes back to this too, Dave. We'll talk about this on the show a couple weeks ago, like brake checking. You know how you really can stop this brake checking, Dave? You don't put them one row back.
No.
You go back at least 5 spots.
The only problem, I agree with you, but the only problem is with that is it's so hard to, well, yes, we can figure it out. There's enough technology out there now. Yes, we can figure it out. But if let's say a regular Saturday night race, they ain't got throttle tracing on there, all this mess. But it's hard to determine what was a brake check and what was, because I've seen it before. Especially at an asphalt track, we have restart zones. We don't have a line that's where you restart a lot of times. We have a zone. So what is a brake check and what is everybody behind the leader decided to go, but the leader just wasn't going yet in that part of the zone. So, and that's fully up to the leader. If he wants to wait till later in the zone to go.
Yep. The leader starts the race. Yeah.
So that's the tough part about that. Like I said, if you got brake tracing, throttle tracing, all that stuff on it, yeah, you can 100% determine it then. But if you don't have that, then it's a judgment call I don't want to make on it, especially if it come down to a big race. I wouldn't want to make it.
Yep. It's like Bartlett Taylor told me last week, man. He says, "Yeah, I can see you being a flag man. They're gonna need a brand new flag for you." I said, "What you mean?" "Yeah, you gonna get somebody a black flag, but it's got a big old red heart on it." I didn't mean that. I love you still, but here's the black flag. Well, yeah, I couldn't. Don't you do that again? Black flag that guy. Oh, hold on. Hey, don't do that anymore. Okay, I love you. All right, you good? Okay.
Yeah. But what do you think about that whole? I mean, yeah, like you said, the Devin Moran stuff. I feel like he should not have been awarded that position.
I agree with that too. I agree with that 100%. I mean, he just came in there. He didn't even slow. I was just blatant.
Oh yeah,
taking somebody out.
He just doored him as hard as he could.
It wasn't even a door. He speared him.
Yeah, he did kind of spear him.
He put that nose in. That was a spear.
Yeah.
Like something Goldberg used to do.
You about right.
Yeah.
So, anyway, what else you got for...
That's it, man. I'm going to say the rest for tomorrow, man. It's almost,
good deal.
It's almost quarter to 9.
Good deal, brother. Well, y'all tune in on X to Ripping the Lip tomorrow at 8 o'clock, correct?
8 o'clock, baby.
8 o'clock. I'm getting it down.
Set your VCRs and set your DVR. Let's go, baby.
Set your DVRs on X. One day I'm going to have something to say and I'm going to be clicking the button. Like, let me on.
Let's go, baby. Come on. I'm pretty sure I got some good questions. Yeah, you need to chime in, man. I got some good little tidbits here. I got 3 pages, man. I'm ready, bro.
He is ready.
I'm ready. Yeah.
So y'all tune in tomorrow night on X. Racing Jason. Be right there with Ripping the Lip.
Sir, absolutely. Love to have you on, Dave. Come on.
We'll try. I got some things to do. I normally, if I can get there, I will.
All right.
I'm always listening. See, I listen a lot of times, but it just depends on what I'm doing at the time.
Well, I had Chad last week was in his doggone gym in his garage working out. All I hear is a treadmill in the back. Like, man, mute your mic, bro. What you got going on?
I know I got to go to the in-laws' house tomorrow and help them change some blades on a lawnmower.
Oh,
so
that's fun.
That'll be an after work project. So,
Zero turn?
oh yeah.
Okay, that ain't too bad then.
Well, the good thing is,
Get you an impact. You'll be good.
oh yeah. Well, the good thing is, and maybe they won't hear me. I don't care if they do really. I'm gonna stop by there with the work truck on the way home because they're on the way to the house. I got a crane on the work truck, so I'll just lift up the thing with the crane.
You don't need no jack.
I don't need no jack. I'm gonna stand it straight up. That way I can stand up and change the blades on it.
Well, make sure it's stable, bro. Please make sure it's stable, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. For
Okay.
sure. All right, but anyway, everybody, well, we appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. We appreciate Chase Williamson coming on here after his big win. Congratulations to him. And our boy, as always, Derek McGrew Jr. jumping on. Congratulations to him on his 7th win of the year. That's a tough feat in that world for sure. So congratulations to them. But we appreciate everybody coming on, hanging out with us tonight. We will be back, I reckon, hopefully. Everything all goes good, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, as they say. You know,
That's it.
We'll be back.
That's
We'll be back next week, hopefully. So, y'all have a good one. Check out Ripping the Lip tomorrow night on X, and we'll see you later. Have a good one.
Have a good week, Dave.
Take it easy.
Yes, sir.